he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. First down and more for Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen being chased out left. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 58 yards.
And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action now. Wilson.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is down after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. What a run there from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for two. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen flushed out right. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, 61 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Throwing again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. Allen will try to throw for it.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On third down, Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Myers able to knock it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Diggs with a good footwork. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 78 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And completes it again to Metcalf. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll